I wanted to talk a little bit about the debate with Alex O'Connor and David Wood yesterday. I watched it all. It's a very good debate. I kind of agree with both of them. Both of them had really good counterattacks. But just to start off with, in general, what both of them, the title that they both came to speak about is Jesus the Son of God, and did Jesus in Scripture demand worship? David Wood brought more of verses that shows throughout Scripture where Jesus is very special and Jesus is the Son of God, and that Jesus in the Old Testament was the angel of the Lord. And David Wood provided verses, and I agree with him. And Alex O'Connor brought verses too from the Bible, showing that Jesus, although he was the Son of God, that Jesus himself declared all believers are also sons of God, and the glory of Jesus that the Father gave him is also the glory that Jesus will also give his followers. And just as the Father sent Jesus, Alex O'Connor was saying, Jesus also will send the disciples, even to a point where there's a verse that says, Jesus tells his disciples that I will send you out into the world and you will forgive their sins or you will not forgive their sins. So, very strong verses. Both sides had good verses, and I love them both. I follow them both. I know sometimes, in a debate, there's always two sides, but I tend to agree with both of them. Again, David Wood had a lot of good points too. David Wood showed more verses from the Old Testament and the New a little bit, showing that Jesus is very special, that Jesus is the Son of God, and that there's none like him. And there is verses, of course, in the Bible that shows why Jesus is special. And of course Jesus is special. Jesus himself said many verses and words saying that I am the truth, the life, and the way, that no one can come to the Father besides me. Jesus also said verses, for example, to Nicodemus. He said, I come from above, you are from below. Jesus said, I had glory with the Father before this world began. So obviously we know Jesus is special. Jesus is our salvation. There is none other like Jesus. Jesus is our salvation. Jesus is special. Jesus is the Son of God. But again, the counterattack from Alex saying, but we're all sons of God, and ultimately God will give all his sons and daughters glory. And that's true. Both sides had really good verses, and I enjoyed the debate. I hope they'll do it again, because I really like hearing from atheists too, from a non-believing view, from just people that are still seeking God and wanting to find answers. And Alex O'Connor is someone who I followed before for a few years, and he's grown to be a very special individual. And I say this as a Christian, I follow him, even though he's an atheist, and I tend to disagree with a lot of what he says. You can see he's the kind of person who is still seeking the truth. He's the kind of person that he's still searching for answers. Now, but again, his position obviously is he does not believe in God, and he does not believe in God. But I pray for Alex O'Connor. If you see this, I pray that you continue to read the Bible and ask God to help you to understand, because Scripture is amazing. It can be simple in some ways, and in most ways, in my opinion, the Bible is such a mysterious book, a book of just amazing truths. And there's a proverb that says, if you seek, you will find, so you got to seek. And another proverb that says, it is the glory of God. It's the glory of God to hide a matter, to hide. He hides mysteries, he hides truths. And it is for us, or for kings, to search out a matter. So again, I love Alex O'Connor. I love David Wood. It was a really good debate. I hope they can do it again. Again, both sides, I think, did very, very well. But Alex O'Connor started with, he didn't start, but he eventually went to, I think, Psalm 83 or 82, where God is talking among his council in heaven, among the sons of God, the angels of God. And, God himself says, the word that there are other gods, a plural. There are other gods, or other Elohim, and let me tell you, there are other gods. The God of the Bible is the ultimate God and the one who rules truly and who's in control. But there are other gods. There are other gods. That's why there's demons. That's why there's Lucifer. That's why there's Satan. So anyways, I hope that they make another debate. So thanks for watching, and I pray that you're blessed.